A question for women that are in happy, healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now. Did you know right away that this was someone that you wanted to be with long term?
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So this video I find is very interesting. You guys know sometimes coming on social media and discussing about terrible relationship, sometimes it's almost like, are there people in good relationship ever? So this sister came online to ask people in happy, stable relationship to share their story of how they knew that was their husband or that was their spouse at the time, how they knew. Was it a gut feeling? Was it a fast born? Was it, how did they know? Because she wanted to talk about how normally they usually say on the on social media that men knows. When a man sees a woman that he knows is his wife, he knows right away. So she wanted to know from the women's point of view that are in a happy, stable relationship, how they knew that was their own person. And for me, I'm here for this. Like, you guys know I'm here. This is the type of conversation I love having. And also, I also want people to know that as much as we talk about toxic relationship and telling women signs to watch out and how women are going to censor themselves, there are also good men and good relationship out there. It's just for us to be in the right space to spot them and know them. So anyway, guys, let's go check out what she has to say and then we'll come back and talk more.
This is a question for women that are in happy, healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now. Did you know right away that this was someone that you wanted to be with long term? Did it feel like a high? Was it more like a slow burn? Were you unsure for a long period of time? We talk a lot on this app about how men know right away if they want to date someone, but I'm really curious about women's perspective, especially in like the first 6 months of dating someone.
I want to know your own take about our question down in the comment section. If you are in a happy relationship, I want to know your own take on this. When did you know and say, okay, this is it? What was it? Okay, this video got a lot of women talking and sharing their story, women in a happy relationship sharing their story, but also I want to know your own take. But before we get into this video, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? What did I do to you? Okay, we post video every single day and you don't want to miss the amazing conversations we are having here. So go ahead and smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell next to it so you get notified once we upload video. We post 2 videos, okay? So you don't want to miss. So let's go check out what women have to say, what are their thoughts about this conversation and sharing their story. Let's go hear what they have to say and then we'll come back and talk more. But go ahead and share your own thoughts.
They're in happy, healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now. Did you know right away?
I did not know right away, and most women I know didn't know, while a lot of men say they do. And I have a theory on it. My name is Mahi. I'm an astrologer and coach who helps women use their birth charts to shatter their love triggers. And in my experience, it is so common for men to say that they knew it was love at first sight, that they knew it was their partner. And I think it's because men are socialized to perceive their intuition as pure knowledge. Like, a lot of men don't even realize how intuitive they are because they simply perceive those downloads as not. Whereas a lot of women are socialized to perceive their intuition as a feeling or as a sense. And so even though the two people might be experiencing the same thing, the way that it's perceived by each partner is totally different. So I definitely didn't feel like I knew, but I had this sense that I wanted to be in my husband's energy for a
that are in happy, healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now. Did you know?
I have my own personal answer to this question, but I also have a consensus gathered from speaking with lots of different women. The truth is, how you're going to feel when you meet your future husband, I don't know. For some, it's passion like they've never felt before. For some, it's slow and maybe even boring at first. But just about all women in healthy marriages will use this one word when they talk about how they felt when they met their future husband. And the word is safe. Relationships can start with a variety of feelings, but if you don't find yourself feeling safe, it's probably not the one. Also, very few women will say this word, but you can hear it in the way they describe how they felt, and that is respected. They felt respected and seen as a full person. I've actually felt safe and respected from a few men, even some that didn't want to marry me and just wanted something physical from me. But I knew that going in, there was no guesswork or lying or manipulation. All of those men are so golden in my memory. And the ones that want a long-term relationship with you, they don't make you guess either.
This is a question for women that are in happy, healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now.
Can't help but be a little bit embarrassed anytime I say this out loud, but the way that I knew was because my now husband was playing soccer at the time. This is years and years ago, and it was when we first met. And I remember within the first couple of months of dating, I specifically thought to myself, like I was driving home one night and I was like, if he gets traded anywhere in the world, I'm going. I was like, he can get traded to Poland. We're there. I was like, he can get traded to like the middle of nowhere and we are going. Like, I'm down. I will be there. And I remember like the physical response of me even thinking that thought scared the heck out of me. But what I will say is that to this day, I still absolutely feel this way. And I think that that was my new baseline for how I wanted to feel in a relationship. Because ironically, in my previous relationship, I think we were supposed to like go to school together or something like that. And I just could never make sense of it, could never make sense of it, could never make sense of it. He was living on the East Coast, I was still in Texas, and it just wasn't coming together for me. So the fact that I knew that despite all of my friends and loved ones and family, that I still just wanted to be with him and do life with him, that really spoke to just how easy it is to do life with my honey. So anyway, I hope this is helpful because that definitely was my benchmark and just something I've used as a reference whenever I'm talking to somebody about how to know if the person might be the one.
Ain't that right, Bubba?
Maybe one day. One day.
Yeah. About how men know right away if they want to date someone, but I'm really curious about women's perspective.
You know when they say that a woman's intuition never lies? This is the moment as a girl to listen to your intuition. When I tell you I knew I was going to marry my husband within the first encounter that we ever had, solely because of the way that he challenged my perspective, I just knew. Like there was just a sense of like calmness and ease that I felt with him that I literally never felt with anyone else before. And when I tell you that the first 6 months, even if you don't feel that high right away in that moment, the first 6 months of that relationship, you are going to know if you want to marry that man or not. Personally, for me, that's how it was. But you're going to feel a sense of growth and confidence and empowerment that you've never felt before with any other man. It's different. Like everything flows the way it's supposed to flow. Everything's natural and you never question yourself. Like you never question the relationship. And still 6 years in, I literally still have butterflies.
Healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now. Did you know?
Yes. I definitely think it was something I knew right away because it was easy. I think we're also conditioned to think that with anything good we want to have, it's supposed to come with suffering or that we have to suffer before we get to the good part. And I think that women are told that so often so that they stay in situations and relationships longer than they really need to. And it ends up leaving them questioning themselves. The reason that I knew that my husband was the person that I was supposed to be with is because it was easy. There wasn't a lot of questions. Now, that isn't to say that, you know, we didn't have disagreements or that we haven't ever not been on the same page, but his response to those moments let me know very quickly that this was a person that I could have a life with, and I knew.
This is a question for women that are in happy, healthy, stable relationships or marriages with men right now.
She wants to know if people in those relationships knew whether they wanted to be with their partner like immediately or if it was a slow burn, whether you felt like you were high and like really excited to be with them. So I've been married for almost a year and have been with my partner for 4 years. There we are. In the past, I used to think that when you found your person that it would be like fireworks, you'd have butterflies, you would just like be so moved and excited to be with him all the time. And when I met my now husband, I was like, things are peaceful. Like, I enjoy spending time with him, all of that, but I was like, there's no like, I'm not going crazy. Like I feel like I should be going crazy, like mad, like the whole concept of being madly in love. And then over time, I remember having a conversation with one of my friends and I was talking about that. I was like, I want like butterflies. I want to like feel a little crazy. And she was like, don't you think butterflies are just a bad gut feeling? And I was like, no, I've had butterflies before. And then I thought back to those relationships and I was like, those are terrible. That was actually some of the worst experiences I ever had. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized this whole concept that we see in the media of being like crazy, wild, passionate love. Maybe for a handful of people, that's true. I personally don't believe in that. Don't get me wrong, I eat it up on Bridgerton. In fact, it makes me run to my husband and I'm like, I need you to court me. But at the end of the day, the things that assure me that I made the right decision in my partner, or like my brothers were visiting last week, my husband took such good care of them, is like always thinking about like what would make them happy, what can we do, what activity. He's always so concerned about my health. When I'm really mad, he's so quick to say I'm sorry. But maybe from an outsider's perspective, I'm like, oh, he doesn't really get her flowers. They don't really go on that many dates. They don't do blah, blah, blah. But I'm so happy. I'm really happy. I'm content. I love my husband. He's a sweetie. We bicker about dumb stuff, but he's my best friend. He's one of the only people that actually makes me laugh. But in my opinion, when you find the right person for you, it should feel peaceful. And sometimes people confuse peaceful with boring and therefore not a good match, but I think that you should lean into that. I think the more like fiery and quick something is to start, the quicker it is to burn down. And I also think people who talk about their relationships on social media and like, I have the most perfect, beautiful husband, like he took me this and he bought me this, blah, blah, blah. Those relationships often end up hiding the fact that they're really unhappy inside. I'm not saying that's true for everyone. Obviously, I just told you that I love my husband dearly and he's wonderful. But it was to answer your question, not to tout what I have, right? We've all heard the things about the longer the Instagram caption, the weaker the relationship, you know what I mean? Again, it's not a universal truth perhaps, but it's often true. But if you feel safe with someone, if you feel respected by them, if you feel cared for, even if it's not the dramatic, flashy kind of cared for, and you feel at peace with them, to me that speaks much more highly than I am falling madly in love.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful as always. If you have your own story, please, I would love to know your own take. If you're in a happy, healthy, stable relationship, go share your story down in the comment section and let us know. Was it an instant one? Was it a slow burn? Was it a fast burn? Go down in the comment section. And you guys know I love reading from you guys and share your own thoughts. So yeah, it's my own thought. Some of you guys don't know, I've been with my husband for almost 21 years, dated for 10, married for almost 11 years now. So I feel like in this aspect of being in a stable, healthy relationship, happy relationship, I think maybe I can speak on it because my marriage is something, or my relationship with my husband is something people consider perfect marriage or perfect relationship, even though our marriage is nowhere close to perfect, okay? But that's what society would deem it as perfect marriage, perfect match, and all that. One thing, I know you guys know my face can lie. Like, if somebody says something that got me on my face to tell. The lady that was talking about how she knew, and the first thing she felt was butterflies in her stomach. No shades to her story, not letting down her story or anything. But one thing, like the other lady said, when you start having butterflies in relationship, that is just an illusion that media, that society, that novels, movies sold to us. Like, oh, you need to start having butterflies and all that. Have you ever thought when you're in trouble how you feel? Those were butterflies too. So I personally, I don't believe in I start having butterflies and all that. No. You have to start reading in between the lines. And one of the things I would say for you to be able to identify if someone really wants to be with you, or if this person is going to be in your life, is first you doing the work, which is one thing we stand on 10 Tuesday on this channel. Is you doing the work, knowing who you are, what you are, and then living in your purpose and being intentional in your life. And the crazy thing is that when you are in that space where you're doing the work, you're healing your trauma, you don't attract those toxic type of men. Yes, some of them will come, but those men that comes to you, they know that this is not to be messed with. This is serious. This woman knows exactly what she is and what she is. And this woman does not center men. She wants to be with a man because she wants to be with a man, not because she has to be with a man. And these men, they sense it. So you're going to filter all the rubbish out from the good ones. Like we say here on this channel, we're not yet to hate on men and say, oh, all men are bad. No, there are good men out there, but we need to get them out. And so when you identify, when you see it, get to the way to know how this man treats you. For me personally, this is my own story. For me personally, I remember we went for counseling when we were about to get married in the church. We got married, my dad's church. And a marriage counselor asked me that, oh, how did you know this is your husband? Did God show you a vision or something? I was like, no. How I knew it's my husband is because this man can handle me at the worst. See, I'm one of the most difficult person to deal with. Like, I know myself, I'm one of the most difficult person. But this man, like I said, we have a long-term relationship. This man has handled, when I mean handle me, he has able to navigate my feelings, like help me, make me feel secure, happy, I know that, and that was it. I was just like, this man can take my madness, can take my rubbish. This is the person that would tolerate me no matter how bad it can be. He would tolerate my BS, because I know I have some BS, I have some baggage, and that was it. And also for him too, he knows that I can take his BS. We do have our days where we come at each other like, okay, stand on 10 toes on business and all that. But one thing for sure is that he knows I have his back. I know he has my back, and that was 150%. So at that point, that was it. Like, ask yourself, what are you looking for in a relationship? Like I've always said here in this channel, people get into relationship for different reasons. Some people get into a relationship to look for a partner. Some men get into a relationship to look for who is going to clean for them, who is going to cook, who is going to be a mother to them, who is going to produce children for them. You as a woman, ask yourself, why are you getting into a relationship? Are you looking for a provider? Are you looking for a child? Do you want companionship? I know that I got married for companionship. I'm saying it out loud. I got married for companionship, not for money. I know how it's going to work, and I don't mind doing 50-50, because being having a provider was something that already scarred me. So it was just easy for me to easily like, okay, this guy is a companion. It's going to be a turn to, he's my friend and all that. And the crazy thing is that I actually, at a particular point in my time, I centered him a lot. That's not to say that I don't center him anymore. I'm the center of my life. I'm the main character of my life. But he's a big part of my life, and that's not going to change anywhere. We don't have a child together, but we still choose to be with each other. For me, that says a lot, because sometimes some people be in this relationship state because, oh, they already have children, let's be in it, let's deal with each other, let's tolerate each other. But no, in our own case, we're here because we want to. And for me, it's a slow burn. It's going to come eventually. But you ask yourself, what is it you're looking for in a relationship? And the way the person treats you, your intuition, your discernment is going to let you know. One thing I realized is that a lot of women ignore the signs and their intuition when something is off, something is not right. We kind of, oh no, kind of make excuses for them. And when you've gone into the healing journey, or your healing journey, your intuition is clear. You don't second guess it. Unlike when you're not, you don't know if it's trauma or your intuition talking to you. And this is why we advocate for women to go do the healing process and know who they are, so that they can easily identify when it's their trauma and when it is their intuition telling them something is off. Anyway, guys, I really love to know more of this happy relationship, hear people's story. I really want to know, because sometimes I feel like we really get sucked into the bad relationship, share bad relationship story, but there are also people out there that are in good relationship. And one thing I wish for all my ladies out there is not just to be in a relationship, but to be in a relationship that helps them to be a better person and brings genuine happiness and peace into their life, not just being in a relationship because they want to be in a relationship. Anyway, guys, I love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. As always, you're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead and share your thoughts. Don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, with that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.